Hi, Kathy.
NoCO.
Yeah. Hello. Let's see. Maybe I can sneak in.
You might have to put it a little bit lower.
A little lower? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna call this right behind you, Kevin. So get ready.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna announce right behind you. Yeah, here we go.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So we're live, Gina. All right. Hey, afternoon, everybody. Nick here. We're about 2.5. That's right. They're always looking for talent. 2.5 minutes here before we kick off. We've got your Rough Riders taking on the NoCO. Last time this team met, I believe it was a 5-3 contest earlier on in the year. So looking forward to an exciting go here. Do we need to put the...
I'm going to post the links.
Okay.
What's Draven's last name?
Havlicek.
Are you sure he's number 2?
He's number 2.
Are you at the mic on?
Looks like we locked.
Turn it. It's green, so you're on.
All right. Can you hear me as I go or no? Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It is working? Okay, we're good.
All right, we're good. Looking forward today to having everybody back. So we had a number of players last week out for sickness and other. Back on the ice today will be Elliott, back on defense. Avery, back onto that second line as your center. I can't remember who the third out was last week. Oh, and I think Derek, I know, was out for a game as well. Okay, that's your warm-up. Our officials here getting out onto the ice to get things organized. We'll get the last instructions here from coaches, and we'll be underway here in just a few minutes. All right, today out on the start, we've got Soren Deppy, Derek Blumenthal, Evan Solomon will be your starting three. And then on defense factor today, we have Lucas and Cooper. All right, puck is dropped, picked up by NoCO, picked up by Cooper, and then taken from Cooper. We're going to get a shot on goal. That one's going to go wide, bounce up to the top of the zone. Picked up by NoCO, sent back down deep. Handled there by Javen Pavlicek, then sent back to the middle. Shot on. That's going to be a goal. Yeah, it came in and out. It hit the net, and then came right back out. That was fast, 16 seconds. All right, back here to the center. Shake that one off. Puck is dropped, one by Boulder. Back to NoCO defense as they go D to D and then sent through. Picked up by, we had to change a D there. Picked up by New Camp. He's going to send it. That one's going to go back to Soren, back to Elliott. Elliott's going to turn, reverse this direction, send back into Soren Deppy. Soren takes a hit up against the half wall. Still dancing across the blue line. That's going to be offsides. Okay, out now Henry Nunez with Connor Burke and looks like Avery to his right and left. Henry Nunez going to here take the face off. New Camp and Elliott are your defensive pairing. Puck is dropped. One by Boulder, sent back. Elliott's going to go win chase. He's going to send it up the boards. Turned over through the neutral zone. Picked up by NoCO, sent through the neutral zone. Sent back down deep. Elliott around behind. He's going to pick it up. Carry it up around the boards. A little bit of a scrum going on. Henry Nunez now up against the wall. It gets picked up by NoCO, sent around behind. Now with Elliott with it, he's going to send it free. That one's going to get picked up there by Avery. He lifts the stick right out of the hand of the NoCO player. That one's going to come in. Icing is waved off, so we're into the zone to work here. That one's going to be sent around behind. A little bit of a reload and regroup here. Picked up by Nunez. Nunez loses control here in the neutral zone, then sent back in by Burke. NoCO's going to send it up along the wall as Boulder goes for a change. Now picked up off the wall here. Oh, man, hard hit there. Henry Ing takes a hard hit. He gets bumped off the puck, sent in, saved. We're going to get a reset here in the neutral zone. I'm sorry, we're not in the neutral zone, inside of our own defensive zone. Luke Franklin now with the face-off. That one's going to be sent by Asher Africano up against the wall. Now picked up by Two. Two's going to put a shot on. That one's going to go high and up. Picked up by NoCO defense, sent back down around behind. Now picked up by the NoCO, sent forward, back around behind. Lincoln forcing his man high. They're going to continue to work here across the zone. That one shot goes on. Bouncing in front. Nice job there by Asher Africano. Send it back up high, sent back down deep off the leg blocker. Or off the leg pad. Now a little bit of forcing NoCO to regroup inside the neutral zone. They're going to send it back deep as they work the change. Now picked up around behind. Send up here to NoCO. They're going to put a shot on. That one's going to be bobbled by 33 Blue in front. There we go. Picked up in front, live. Luke Franklin with time. It's going to clear the zone. That one's going to be sent behind the back by Hopman. That one's going to be sent. We're going to get a change. Soren Deppy now back on. That one's going to be sent hard across. That should be an icing call. We'll get a regroup here inside the offensive zone. All right, we're back around now to our starting five. Evan Solomon now sets to take the face-off to the goalie's right, with Lucas and Cooper behind. Derek and Soren to his right and left. That one floats through the center. Sent back down against the wall. Debbie's going to work it. That one's going to come back around for Cooper. Cooper's going to push that one back down in. Played up and off the stick, then back around behind. That one's going to be whistled for an offside. That one just slipped past the blue line, and Cooper put it back in. Face off now in the neutral ice. Evan Solomon there with the face-off win. That one's going to come back to Cooper. Cooper's going to push it hard. He had gained the line. It's going to go down deep behind. It's be sent through the center, through both defensemen. We're going to give chase here. Good job there by Lucas. Pushed his man off the puck. That one's going to float around the middle. Picked up by Soren. Soren bobbles puck. Sent back around deep by NoCO. Cooper around behind. He's going to pick it up, send it to Lucas. Lucas has the puck. Sends it up against the wall. Picked up now by Solomon. Solomon's going to play it up off the... I'm sorry, that was Cooper. Up off the wall. Turned over. Now we got to rush through the neutral zone. Held on there. Lucas pushes his man on wide. The puck's on the net. That one's going to get whistled, and we'll get a face-off. We've not been in control 1 second of this game, Gina. Not 1 second. Yep. 12:15 to play in the first. Here we go. Puck won there by off the face-off by NoCO. Avery's going to go. That one was sent on hard off the blocker. Elliott there working against the wall. Here comes Avery. Got 4 up against the wall. Away with it comes Elliott. Then sent back up. Held in by the NoCO defense. Sent through the center. Picked up by Newcamp. Newcamp off the puck. Pushes it back up to Burke. Burke off the puck. Picked up by NoCO. Sent back around behind. Now picked up by Ninus. Ninus going to send it around to Avery. Avery's going to try to send it out. Held in by NoCO. Sent back on goal. Easily sent aside there by Mr. Sales. That one sends out through the neutral zone. Recovered easily by NoCO. Back inside the zone. Going to be worked against the wall. To the center. Shot on. Again, great work here by Mr. Sales in goal. Both defensemen there kind of getting tied up. That one's back to Burke. Burke with a little space. He's going to move the puck to Ninus. Ninus bobbles through the neutral zone. Gets turned over. Picked up by NoCO. Off the glove of Newcamp. Newcamp's going to, tried to send it back in off of NoCO, and they're going to send it back around behind. Avery's going to play hard up against the wall. Back over to Elliott. Elliott across there. Hits Burke in stride. He bobbles, and that one's going to get sent. It forced NoCO to regroup inside of their own zone. Good job there by Henry Ing. See pesters his man up against the wall. Sends it in offsides as Burke was just a little bit offsides. He thought Henry was going to send it in. Africano, Luke Franklin, and Henry Ing now, with Logan and Lincoln as your defensive pairing. Sent back around to NoCO. Puck's moved from the D to the offensive. Sent across the middle. It's going to go around behind. Up against the wall. Good work there by Ing. Pushes his man off the puck. It's going to be sent out of the zone. Force a regroup. NoCO's going to play that. Going to play it down and around. Picked up by NoCO inside the zone. He's pushed up against the wall and forced around behind. NoCO continues to maintain possession. There we go. Asher gets still 3-on-2 there. Still physical work here up against there. That one's going to be shot on. Sent back around behind. Up in front. Good job here. Asher moves it up against the wall. That's going to be a hard push from behind. Holy Moses. Woo! Was that Henry Ing? Henry Ing was about 6 inches from his head going directly into the wall. So we're going to go on the power play. Roger's going to make a change. Back to your starting 5. 2 minutes for boarding on number 5 from NoCo. All right, Evan. Let's get a win. All right, face-offs one back against the boards. NoCo has it with possession. They're going to move it across. That one's going to be sent back and around behind. Oh, man almighty. Dangerous pass across the center. Here comes Evan. He's going to take it into the zone. Back, turned over, losing possession again. That one goes moving around the front. It's going to be played up against the wall. Lucas holds it in. He's going to send it back down deep and behind. Good job there, Lucas. Picked up by NoCo. Sent up along the boards. That one's going to come out safely to Cooper. With time, Cooper's going to send it up to Soren. Soren doesn't have it. That one's going to go past. Cooper's got it with time. 1:20 left to play in the power play. That one's going to come to Lucas. Lucas to Evan. Evan to Blumenthal. Blumenthal's going to push it down in deep and go back to work on the power play. NoCo's going to have that one. They're going to send it up around the boards. That should go for a no icing. What? Not sure what happened there. Lucas is going to throw it. Head up a good hard hit there on former teammate Javen up against the boards. And he's going to continue to move it up. Evan Solomon's going to move it up the boards. Another hit there by NoCo. Going to be sent back around behind by Evan Solomon. That one's going to be held in by Burt, sent back in. Picked up by NoCo. NoCo's going to send it around behind. Burke's there. He's going to send it back in. 33 seconds left to go in this power play. Longest it's been inside the zone, but no real possession. Good job there by Burke. He's going to send it through the center, no one home. NoCo with time. They're going to send it out of the zone and back in. That should go, well, that should have gone for an offsides. Picked up by Burke. Burke with a little space. He gets bumped off the puck, sent back around into the corner. Picked up by NoCo. NoCo around behind. 9 seconds left to go here in your power play. Still in the zone. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. That one's going to come up around the boards. Good job there by Xavier. Gets there in time. That one's going to be sent out and through. Hand is up, so that's going to be an icing call. That one's going to be waved off as well, interestingly. Sent back around behind to Elliott. Elliott with time, he's going to move it to Connor. Connor's going to move it across. He hits Nanias in stride. Nanias is going to go. He gains the line, chips it in deep. Here comes Avery. Avery around behind. He's going to pick it up. He gets bumped off the puck. Now Blue with possession. NoCo's going to send it in. Good job by Xavier there to play it back down in deep. That one's going to slip out of the zone. Logan with time. Logan's going to send it around to Franklin. Franklin across to Nanias. Nanias again gains the line. He gets a shot on goal. That's going to be gloved and held. Time to get a chance to get a change here. Take a face-off to the goalie's left. .704 to play here in your first. Score still 1-0. A little bit of a scrum here in the face-off circle. Picked up by Africano, who sends it around behind. Picked up by and sent out. Icing again waved off. Lincoln's going to get it, send it around behind to Ing. Ing gets bumped off the puck. Now to the very dangerous 57, who centers it and then sent home by Javen. So that's a 1-2 there. I don't know. There's been 3 or 4 that have been waved off. Score's now 2-0. 6:41. Apparently the linesmen want to get out of here because they're keeping the game moving. Picked up here by NoCo. They're going to send it in. Cooper's going to send his man up against the boards into traffic. Lucas going to bump his man off the puck. That one's going to get sent around behind. There we go. That one's going to get sent around there into the corner. Evan's going to bump. That one's going to get shot hard on into the glove. Saved. We'll get a change. Out now, back is your top line. Lucas and Cooper on defense. There we go. Derek there with an opportunity. That one's going to be kicked down around the wall. Cooper's going to bump his man off the puck, break it loose, send it up against the boards. Here comes down Derek, back around behind. Skate through traffic there, through the center, crossing up against the wall. Picked up by 17 Blue. Like he's going to get bumped off. Lucas pushes that one away, wins that battle. He's going to come away with it. He's got time. He's going to move it to Soren. Nice hard pass. Soren's got it. He's going to move it across to Cooper. Cooper looks. He's got one. Oh, to Evan. Just missed. Into the neutral zone. Forces him to delete. Forces NoCO. That one's going to come back to Lucas. Lucas has it. He's going to send it across to Derek. Derek's going to chip that one in deep. It's going to go on net. Directed off and around by the goalie. That one's going to go up against the boards. Picked up by Elliott just off the bench. He's going to stick with it inside the zone. It's going to float out of the zone. Picked up by a NoCO player fresh off the bench. A little bit of a 1-on-2. Outskated, centered, and in. That's number 2 for Javen. That's 2 for number 2. Oh. 3-0. .5:16 to play in the first. A long way to go, Gino. Long way to go. All right, there we go. Picked up here by NoCO. They're going to skate it in. It's going to be skate, centered, hard in front. Oh, I thought that one went in. Thankfully, it didn't. Burke's got it. He's going to send it through the center. Nobody home. Played up off the wall by NoCO. Sent back down deep. NoCO's going for a change. Gives Newcamp a minute to pick it, collect it. Oh, dangerous pass there. That one gets forced back into the corner, out of the zone. Forcing NoCO to regroup. They're going to go D to D. Then off to one of their forwards who's going to gain the zone, number 96. That one's going to, good job by Newcamp. He keeps that one away. Now back around behind. Bounce around behind. Elliott, Newcamp fighting with it. He's going to chip that one forward to Burke. Burke's going to lose the puck. That one's going to go behind. Picked up by NoCO. Good job there by Newcamp. It's going to send it back around. That one's turned over. Picked up by NoCO. Send around behind. Good job there by Newcamp. That one's going to go up against the wall. NoCO with it. Centering. Picked up by Newcamp. Newcamp's going to move it to Burke. Still held in by NoCO. Just get it out. There we go. Picked up by... There we go. And sent back around. That one is going to go for an icing. Gives us an opportunity to get a change. As R3 had been on the ice for about 60 seconds. Here comes Africano. Asher, Africano. There we go. Picked up by Luke Franklin. There we go. Moved. Picked up by Henry Ing. He's going to play that one off around the boards. Hard on the forecheck. That one gets pushed off his stick. Sent around. Just slips out. Here comes Lincoln. Lincoln unable to beat his man. We got a 1-on-0 opportunity. That one goes high and right. That one's going to be danced around in front. Picked up by Africano. Africano sends it back. That one's going to be shot back on. No chance on that one. Back up around the boards. Picked up by NoCO's defender. Really nice hit there by Henry. He bumps his man off the puck. Now picked up by NoCO around behind. Annika. NoCO there with a shot on. That one also goes around. Tough go here. As NoCO continues to grind inside our zone. Now that one's going to be sent back to defense. They're going to play it back in. Continuing to move the puck. That one's going to go across the center, back to the defense of NoCO. NoCO's going to put that shot on, continuing to grind here inside the offensive zone. A lot of O-zone time from NoCO. Picked up by their defender. He's going to walk that one to the center, and in it goes. Tough. 4-0 is your score. 2:33 to go in the first. Let's go, boys. Good All right, back out with the top line. Here comes Soren Deppy. That puck gets moved immediately out of the NoCO zone. Offsides is the call. That one's going to get played back by Cooper. Cooper to Deppy. Deppy moves that one through. Picked up by NoCO. Sent back through the neutral zone. Oh, get on sides. That's going to be offsides. Well, the good news, Gina, sort of on our side. Yeah. All right.
Come on, boys.
Neutral ice face off here. A little bit of dancing in the center. Picked up by Evan. He's going to skate it in. He takes a hard hit, gets knocked off the puck. That one gets sent down for icing. Lucas is going to get chased. That one will whistle. So now it is in the zone. Oh, was that Cooper that took that hit? Yeah, Cooper came off.
Evan went down.
Oh, Cooper kind of came off hard, so we're going to make a change at D. Evan Elliott had it. He's going to put a shot on. That one's got, got a 2-on-1 developing. That one's going to go across the center, and nice save. Woo! Evan, faceoff's going to go to NoCO. They're going to move it back to the defense. They're going to get a shot on. That one's going to go off of blue 85. Thankfully, it was on its way in. That one's going to come up along the boards. Just a little bit too long for Derek, but does force NoCO to regroup. They're going to chip it back in, go for a change. Gives us the opportunity. Come on. There we go. Move it. Derek sends it. Oh, dangerous one across the center. Picked up by number 91. He attempts to stick handle. He gets his pocket picked by Elliott. Elliott's going to move it, try to get it through the center just off the Soren stick. Now picked up by Javen. He's going to go for the hat trick here. He's going to put that one on. That one does not go. Now picked up. A little bit of regroup here as Boulder is trying to make a change. Sent in. That was offsides. Not called. That one's going to be sent hard on. Saved by Sales. Round behind. Puck's really nice puck movement here by NoCO. They're going to send that one back around behind. Up against the wall. That one's going to be chipped out. Probably go for an icing. A little bit too much juice on that by Conover. 46 seconds left. 4-0 is your score. All right, that one's going to get played through the center. A couple of folks tried to chip it out. Now picked up by NoCO with possession. He loses possession. Sent back through to Henry Nines. Nines is going to try to skate through the center. Sent all around behind. And sent back around behind. Nines on the forecheck. He's got time. He's going to collect it. Send it through the center. Just off the stick of Burke. Now picked up by NoCO, skating inside the zone. Oh, boy. And in it goes. 5-0 is your score with 4 seconds left here in your first. 15 shots to 2. Score is 5-0.
Had more shots as it's not
Yeah. And that should be your period. A lot of hockey left. A lot of hockey left. Fifth place in what?
in our division.
Oh, really?
I heard somebody say somebody people they were in first. All right, so I don't know if this works, but I'm jumping on as color for a
All
second
right.
intermission here.
There we go.
Just want to give a shout out to Josh, one of our second-year players on the team who had surgery yesterday, and he's recovering now. And we're welcoming back some of our teammates that have been out sick or been involved in other things the last couple games. That would be Avery Riddleberger, Henry Ninus, and Elliot Kaiser. We've needed those boys back in action to fill up our bench and bring their skills to the team, and each one has something that they definitely bring to the ice, so we are grateful they're back today. Brendan Sales on goal. Got to be frustrating for him right now as he takes a break and gets his mental focus. It's hard when you have many, many shots and plays happening right in front of you. This NoCO team is shooting hard and fast, and they seem so much bigger than our team. They're all like Elliott size and Soren size, so, and they're also very quick. So definitely giving Boulder a run for their money. We're on our home ice right now at the Sports Stable in Superior, Colorado. Beautiful day in Colorado. In the upper 50s with lots of sunshine, no breeze. But a little slow and chilly on the ice here for the Boulder Rough Riders as we get started with the puck drop for second period, and I'll hand it back to Nick.
All right. Thank you, Gina. It is. All right, there we go. Picked up by Lucas. He's going to send it out of the zone, force to regroup. Asher hard on his man. That one's going to be sent across and back through. That one's going to be sent back around behind. Cooper with time. Now to Lucas. Lucas is going to send that one up around the boards. That one's going to float safely. Oh, there we go, boys. There we go. Get it out. Get it out. There we go. Out. There it moves. That one's going to be sent in. They're going to keep the... Oh, they are going to call it. Well, we're going to celebrate the fact that that one came out of the offensive zone. Tough go here. All right. Asher now at center. He's going to take the face-off. He's going to win that one back right into the hands of the NoCO defense. Going to be sent back around. Lucas is going to chip that one up. It's going to float. They are going to call it icing. Lucas kind of gave it a little high flipper. Just a little bit too much juice there. 15-2 are your shot differential. Although Gina says this is contested. I tend to agree with her.
It is. Eric's backhanded shot from...
Oh, that one wasn't counted.
Didn't count, and it made it all the way to
Yeah.
so.
Oh, that one's going to be shot. Cooper there with the body takes that one up. That one's going to be a hard shot. Picked up by Lucas. Lucas going to play it up along the boards, force it out of the zone. That one is going to be picked up by 91. He's going to try to dance it through the middle. That one's going to go off Sales and then sent back around the boards. Long time here. That one's going to go across the center and up against the boards. Let's go, boys. Skate. Sent back around by NoCO. Through the center. Blocked by Luke Franklin. Good job there. That one's going to be sent through. There we go, Luke. Just kick it out of there. Be sent. Henry Ing's going to push that one up. Blocked by Lucas. Ing's going to push it out. There we go. So we're looking now to try to make a change. Oh, this is a dangerous moment here, folks. That one's going to be sent directly on. Good work there by Lucas to cut off the pass. Force a one-on-one opportunity, and then Sales came in big for the save as we work the change. Almost the entirety of this period has been spent in the defensive zone. 14-20, yeah. So the last minute and 40 has been spent in the defensive zone. There we go. Picked up by NoCO. Shot on. Still inside the defensive zone. We're going to try to work something out here. There we go. Soren gets bumped hard up against the wall. Sent back up and around. Now Soren Deppy with time. He's going to try to skate through the neutral zone. He gets off his stick. Derek's going to send it in, but we were just a hair offside. I think Evan was on the other side of the line. Here we go. Evan now to take the face off here, right outside in neutral ice. That one's going to get back by Derek. Derek goes to center it in, then on the forecheck. Good job there by Soren. That one's going to be bumped through the neutral zone. That should be a hand pass. So we'll take that, another face off here. Can't pass it to yourself with your hand. Evan back for the face-off. That one's going to be the same story. One. There's a shot on goal. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. A little bit of a tie-up here in the center. Then picked up by NoCO. Sent back in by Derek. Around behind. Comes up the boards. Elliott's going to send that one back. Evan with time. He's going to send it back around. Now tied up in the corner by Soren. Soren's going to work it to the center. Evan's going to send that one back around behind. Picked up by NoCO as they're going to work it out. Work the breakout out of the zone. They're going to be picking up. Now we got a little bit of a 3-on-2 opportunity coming for NoCO. They lose possession, opt to send it deep and work the change. Picked up by Elliott. Elliott's going to work it out of the zone. Picked up by the NoCO defender. Tripped up along the wall. Picked up by, there we go. Uh-oh. Newcamp there. Gets it bumped off his stick, but then recovers. He gets knocked off his feet, but then sent by Evan as Boulder's going to work a change. Connor Burke's in. He's going to force that one chipped up along the wall. Henry Ninus now with time. He's going to send it back to Burke. Burke's going to try to center it to Avery. Not there in time. Newcamp's going to continue to work that one up against the wall and hold it in. Back down deep. Here comes Burke. Around behind the puck goes. Ninus is going to get to the wall, but picked up by NoCO. Good job there by, I don't know who, tie up his man. I think that was Logan. Sent across the middle. They're going to say that made contact on the stick, waved off the icing. Oh boy. This one's picked up by 85 Blue. He gets a shot on. Now our defense is back. Picked up by Lincoln. He's going to send it up the boards. Connor's going to center it. Now picked up by, Avery had time and then just bumped off the stick. Now picked up by, sent across. NoCO's got it. They're going to play it up along the boards around behind. Come on, guys. Move your feet. NoCO has it. That one's going to get sent on. I think Sales is just going to cover. He didn't like what he saw in front of him. Probably not a bad decision. 11:48 to play in the second. Okay, back to NoCO. They're going to get a shot on. Here comes Avery. He first to the wall. He gets bumped hard off the puck. That one's going to come back to the NoCO defender. That was out of the zone. Waved as in. Picked up by 91. He's going to send it to the center. Javen now with his third goal of the game. Okay, going to come back to center ice. Scores now 6-zip. Come on, boys. Okay, that one's going to be played back. NoCO has it. They're going to be on the rush. Cooper pushes his man up. That one's going to come around behind, bouncing in front. Good job there by Lucas. Forces them to regroup, send it back up. That one's going to be shot off the leg pad. Picked up again by NoCO. Bounce up here against the wall. Here's our line. Continues to try to dig this thing out. Henry Ing there. Now picked up by Cooper. Cooper's going to, oh boy, Cooper, keep it moving. Now Lucas has it. He's going to chip it out and force it, loose them to force. Now Luke Franklin's got it. Franklin's going to get a shot on. Back to, Asher Africano. There we go. Nice job. 6-1. Kept his feet moving, got down on the forecheck, and good things happen. Get your stick down and get in front of the goal. Good job there by Luke Franklin with the apple. Broke out by Lucas. Over to Luke Franklin. Shot on. And then home it goes. That's right. Okay. Here comes our top line back. A little bit of early movement, so we're going to get another go at that. Picked up by NoCO. They're going to send that one back around. Cooper with time. He's going to play it up against the wall to Soren. Soren with a man on. Gets pushed around behind. Played through the legs there by picked up by Evan. Good choice there. Get that thing down deep. It's going to come around behind. Good skating there on the forecheck by Derek. Going to work that one hard. It's going to be held in the zone and then picked up by... That one's just going to be worked through. I think NoCo is going to go for the change. We're going to send it back around behind. Soren should have had that one. A little bit of contact there. That one's going to get sent through. I think it's going to get called for icing. So we're going to work a change here. All right, that one's going to be played to Connor. Ooh, Connor trying to center it. A little bit of a bobbled turnover there. Okay, now we got an opportunity. Let's go, Avery. Avery loses the foot race, but still holds on, forces NoCo to push back deep inside their own zone. Good job by Henry Nunez here on the forecheck. He's going to work it down deep. Send back to Elliott. Elliott, heads up play. Just didn't get the pass off in time. Now picked up by NoCo. A little bit of an opportunity for them. Holy Moses. What a really nice shot.
Yep. That's a water bottle knocking off the net shot right there.
Yeah. 17 from NoCo. Sent one about 100 miles an hour at shoulder height, and Sales watched it go by. And Gina and I stood here and admired it, to be honest with you.
That was different.
Okay. All right, that one's going to be picked up by NoCo, sent down deep. That's going to be an offsides call, just a little bit. I think it was 12 blue, just a hair offsides. $9:25 to go in your second. Score 7-1. We're mounting the comeback. One goal at a time. So that's all you can score. One goal at a time.
In roller hockey, they have the rule called mercy, where if the team goes up by 8, they call the rest of the game.
Oh, they do? Here we go. Picked up by, Henry Nunez. A little bit of contact in the middle. Good job there by Burke. He's going to fight through. That one's going to go hard and back down. They're going to say that there was contact with the puck, so it's going to no icing. A little bit of a scrum here down behind with Lincoln. He's going to, he ends up losing that one-on-one battle. It looked like he's going to come away with that. That's going to get centered by NoCo, picked up by and moved by White. Just can't connect on that pass from Logan to Avery. Now picked up by 57 Blue. He's got a little bit of space. He outskates the defense and then comes around in front, and that one's sent back in off the back end by 52. Got to get those defenders in the game here. Okay. This one's going to get played around behind. Cooper's with time. He's in a foot race. That one's going to come around behind. That one's, off the stick of both Cooper and Lucas. There goes another goal. I don't know what happened there. Is that 9 already?
Yeah, that's why I was talking about the 8 the whole thing.
9-1. There we go. Picked up by Ing. He's going to try to play that one through. One slips through. Good job by Cooper. Tying that one up. Picked up by Lucas. He's going to skate it. Going to move it around behind. Still with the puck. He's going to skate it. Still with it. Going to move it up against the wall. Picked up and sent out. Ooh, Henry Ing there on the forecheck. Just about gets it. That one's going to be sent back around. Now, looks like we're, what's the call here? Offsides. Okay. No change to personnel. Asher with the faceoff win back to NoCO. They're going to send that one deep around behind. Here goes Lucas. It's going to be played up against the wall. Good job there. Just continue. Ooh, open ice hit there by Blue in the middle. Lucas with the puck again. That one's going to get sent back around the center. Picked up by Cooper. Now Lucas, he's going to send it up around the wall. Picked up by NoCO. They're going to pinch. That one's going to be sent back around with corner, into the corner. Lucas bumps his man off the wall, wins that one-on-one puck there, and then played up off the wall. Come on, Asher. Get it, get it, get it. Now we're going to continue to work through it here. These boys are going to come away with it and at least get it out of the zone. There's a push from behind, so you're going to be on the power play. What we don't need to do is retaliate. So we are going to go on the power play now. Call is another rough and a cross check. So maybe a double minor. Nope. Matching. Is that Henry? Oh, yeah. Got a rough and a offsetting minors. So we're going to be back to 5-on-5 hockey. 7 to go. 9-1's your score in this hockey game. Just warming up. That one's going to be picked up and shot on. Bounced in front, dangerous. Sent home, 10-0, 10-1 is your score. We just got to get ourselves out of this period, and then we'll be run clock in the third. Yeah, 6:48 to go. Here we go. All right, back out your top line. There we go. That one's going to get forced down deep. Elliott from behind now. He's going to send it, or he's going to have it. Going to send it up against the board. Soren gets bumped off the puck. Back to 96. He's going to put a shot on. That one's going to get deflected by Sales. Back to the defense. Another shot on. That one's going to go wide off Sales up against the boards. NoCO with a lot of time. They're going to move that puck. There we go. That one's going to get sent by Derek and in. They're going to keep that one. Say that one's good to go. Soren's fighting. He's going to stay behind, get it around the center. That one's going to go on, live in front. Wow. Let's see if we put a shot up on the board. 6 shots on goal now.
Plus a few they didn't.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Henry Nines sends that one. That one's going to get pushed up and around behind and through the neutral zone. Logan's going to have it. He's going to turn and burn with it. Sends it up against the wall. Turned over, sent through the center. Picked up by Logan. He's going to skate it in. Continue to stick with it. Gets bumped off the puck. Moved back up. Now to Elliott. I'm sorry, to Lincoln. He's going to play it back in. Now Avery Hat now picked up by NoCo with the time. He's going to skate it around behind. That one's going to go up around the wall and through. Icing's going to be the call. Okay, that one's going to be pushed through the center. 57 is going to skate around, and that one's going to go in. Tough. (11-1's your score now, I think. There we go. Picked up by Cooper. I don't know if they keep putting him on the board or not. This one's going to be sent through. There we go. Good job by Lucas. He separates his man from the puck. That one's going to get sent out of the zone. Sent hard through the zone here by the neutral zone. Picked up by the... Forced away. That puck gets forced out of the hands of NoCo. They're going to play it up against the boards. Picked up by NoCo again in the neutral zone. They're going to work to... Okay, a little bit of a mistake there. Now we're going to maximize and get ourselves back in. That one's going to get played around behind. Cooper there pinches. That one's going to be taken through the neutral zone. Pushed away and wide. Cooper's going to send that one through. That one's going to go for icing. .419 to play in the second. 11-1's your score. Ooh, boy, shot on there right out of the face-off. Picked up by Evan. There we go. That one's going to be bounced down. Offsides is a call. Sent back. Now we go D to D. Elliott's going to try to send that one through. Turns it over through the neutral zone and then back in. That one's going to go deep. Ooh, nice little job there by Xavier as he gets bumped off the wall and then sends his man down to the ice. This one's going to go through the center. Going to be sent through. Picked up off the stick of 96. Here comes Soren. A little bit of fancy skating there. He's going to, oh boy, went for the stretch pass. Unable to connect. Picked up by Elliott. Come on, guys, move the puck. Elliott's got this on his stick. He's going to take it all the way in. Looks like he's going to try to get himself a shot on. He gets bumped off the puck. Now NoCo with possession. NoCo looks to try to hold it. Held in by Xavier. Sent back down deep. Now sent around behind by NoCo. Nobody really home as we're trying to work the change. Here comes number 5. Really nice work there by Logan as he gets on. Forced that shot wide. Picked up by NoCo around behind. That one's going to be sent across the center. Picked up by Soren. Sent back into neutral ice. Picked up by NoCo. They're going to go D to D. Sent through. Picked up by Elliott. Elliott has it. He's going to just send it to a spot. Let Henry in chase as Boulder's working its change. That's going to be sent through. Really nice work here by NoCo. Moves the puck with possession in the middle. And, ooh, a shot almost goes upstairs, but then deflected by Sales. That one's going to be sent around. Picked up by Lincoln. He's going to send it up towards. Picked up by NoCo. Their defense over to number 57, who works it through the center. And then back to the defender. He's going to try to walk it in. Good job there by Lincoln. Henry, he's going to get bumped up and caught from behind. He's going to try to move it through. That one's going to get sent. 57 with the puck in space. He's going to put on a little bit of a skating clinic and then backdoored in off his stick off the backhand. He's a dangerous player. He's so good. About 100-0 is the score. I guess we have one. 146 to play in the second. Picked up by NoCO inside their own zone as they're looking to make the transition. That one's going to come through the center. Lucas going to fight his man off. That one's going to get bumped. Skate through the center. Good job there. And then in goes another one.
They're not even counting.
No.
13 now?
Yeah. Come on, guys. Face off there. Going to be played and collected back by NoCO. NoCO's going to go D to D. Going to move that one through. A little bit of pressure here up against into the corner. Back through the center. Picked up by Lucas. He's going to bump his guy off the puck. Kind of scoot it around there. Continuing to hold it up against the wall in front of the NoCO bench. Push through there. Sent back around. That one's going to get sent all the way across. They're going to enter the zone. He's going to work himself down. That one's going to get shot off the glove. Cooper's going to send it back up against the wall. Picked up by NoCO. Good job here just by this line, just trying to keep their feet moving and stay active. Good job here by Lucas. Applying a little pressure. That one's going to get moved around in front. No good there. Back up to 75 blue. He's going to have a shot on. That one's going to get sent wide. A lot of ozone time for NoCO. There goes another one. "22 seconds left." Okay, NoCO with the puck here. They're going to put a shot on. That one's going to go wide, can play up against the boards and slip out. Collected by the defenseman. He's going to go D to D. Back D to D. Sent through the center. Oh, there's the end of the period. All right, 16 minutes of hockey to go. Hopefully it'll be a 16-minute run clock. All right, we're back for the third period. Is anyone still with us? If you are, you're a true fan. All right, played back into the Boulder zone, recovered there by Elliott. He moves it to New Camp. New Camp tries to get one through the center. That one's turned over. Looks like we're changing it up just a little bit. Franklin's out now with the top line. Xavier's going to send that one back and around. Picked up by Deppie. Debbie's going to lose the puck. Looks like we're trying to make a change here. It's Logan and Lincoln just an inch coming onto the ice at D. That one's going to be sent up and around. Picked up by Solomon. Now Ing on the ice with Logan. He's going to play that one through the center. Going to be sent across. Oh boy. A little bit of a problem developing here. That one's going to be shot in. I don't know how many goals he has in this game. At 57. All right, now we have Africano, Burke, and Ing out on a line. See how this line kind of works together. Picked up and sent in by NoCO. That one's going to be sent up around the boards. Picked up by NoCO. Sent across. Gain the line. Chips in. Off the stick. Played in by NoCO. Sent up along the boards. Then that one's going to be sent out of the zone. D to D there. Good work there by Henry on the forecheck. Picked up by NoCO. That one's going to be gain the line, sent in, down deep. Here comes Lincoln. He's around behind. Got a little bit of time. He's going to play it up the wall to Burke. Burke's going to try to send that one through the center. Off of Africano's stick. He loses it. Then back to the defense of NoCO. Oh, there we go. Good job. At least that one gets pushed into the zone. Now we got a little bit of a problem going. That one's going to get played through the legs of Lincoln, but he's able to pick it up. That one's going to get kicked by Logan. Picked up by Lincoln. Sent back around behind. Lincoln's still with the puck. He's going to play it off that backhand up along the wall to Burke. Burke whiffs on it, tries to get it to the center. Now we got a little bit of a tie-up going on. Here comes Henry with some space. He's going to send it through the center. That one's going to be collected up by NoCO as they go for a change. Good job here by Lincoln. Prevents what could have been a big problem. Cooper's going to pick this one up behind as we're working in Boulder. Change. Oh, boy. That one's going to be smothered here as the clock continues to run with 12:37 left to play. Out now is Avery and Henry and Derek. D-Rock.
First day of Boulder hockey, so it's called a game.
It's been this close. All right, good job there by Avery. That one's going to get played up around the wall. Cooper's got time. Oh, Cooper loses his feet. That one's going to come around the front. Played up against the wall. Sent back around behind. Comes to Lucas. He's working his man off the puck. Good job there. Continues to work. As NoCO continues to work it around behind with possession. They're going to continue to move the puck all the way to the top. And sent back in. Picked up by Javen. Javen's going to work it back up to the top. Held it line in that. Ooh, good job there. It's going to be set through the center. Still working as they continue to work the puck. Here comes 52. He puts a dangerous shot on. That one goes off the stick. That one's going to be sent up along the wall and out. Here we go, Avery. It's going to be picked up by 52. They're going to send that one back as they go for a change. Good job by Avery to kind of disrupt there as they're working to go through the change. Now picked up by NoCo as they're going to try to skate it into the zone. They chip it down deep to go to work. Cooper's going to pick it up from around behind. He's going to send it up the wall to D-Rock. D-Rock had the opportunity off his stick, goes back through the center, now sent there. That one's going to be chipped on and then around. It's going to be picked up and lost by Lucas, but he's going to continue to work it. He sends it up the boards. NoCo gets it. They're going to go D to D. That one's going to come across the center. Cooper's going to move it away. That one's going to go around behind. Avery's there. Avery with the puck, and then he loses the puck. That one's going to come around behind. Lucas then squeezing his man up against the boards. Looks like NoCo does come away with it, but it's going to force them to go around through the center into the glove of Sales, out of the glove of Sales, onto the ice, and then covered up. Anytime now, Kathy. We're mounting the comeback. Here we go.
Murder.
All right, what do we got now? Looks like Evan Solomon's going to be out with Soren is out. And Luke Franklin. It's kind of how we started the third period, so we're just going to go back around with this lineup. No change to the defensive pairings. We still have Elliott out with Xavier. That one's going to go in, I think. Nope, does not. Elliott's going to... Had time, got bumped off his stick, back up against the wall, then loses the one-on-one battle. Continue to work up here behind as time continues to work its way down. 9:25 left to play in the third. Picked up by NoCo, sent back in. Xavier pushes that one back up to NoCo. There we go, and pushed still inside the zone. Luke Franklin's going to have an opportunity. Just plays it long for Evan, but are inside the zone. Across, picked up by NoCo, sent up around the boards, picked up by Elliott. And then over to Evan, who turns and burns it back in. That one's going to, off the skates of Elliott, held inside. Now picked up by Evan. He loses his feet, picked up by, there we go. Luke Franklin, high. Nice little opportunity there. Sent back around by NoCo. That one's going to go out. It's going to get slowed down in the snow in front of the bench, so it won't go for icing. But we do have an opportunity to make a change. Nice little stretch there to Luke Franklin. He has it, and then he sends it back down deep as he's looking to change. Picked up by NoCo. That one's going to be sent back around behind. Come on, Asher. Asher's dad and I encouraging Asher to pick up the pace. There we go. Burke to Deppie. Debbie's going to skate through some traffic. He gets bumped off. But we're still inside the zones. We're making an exchange here now at D. Out comes Logan and Lincoln. NoCo slowed way down now. They're just doing a lot of They're doing a little dumping and not chasing, dumping and now picked up by NoCo. Back door is wide open still. Good job on the stick handling there. Held in by the defense. C moves through the legs and gets it over there. Picked up by White. Good job there by Logan. He's got it. He's going to send it across. That's going to be intercepted by NoCo. They're going to go D to D. Really nice hard pass. Not handled. Then he's going to go back to his partner who plays it off the backhand. Move it across. Picked up in center ice there by Africano. Sent in deep. And I think he was looking to change. Didn't get it in deep enough. So he's still back out. Now picked up by NoCo. They're going to play it up along the boards. Picked up by 96. Lyons. He's had a pretty decent game. He's going to put a shot on that's going to go up and over. think Sales thought he had it. I was a little bit surprised he didn't. I don't know who's got that, doing that. That was Logan. Oh, over to Lincoln. He sends it into an open spot. Nobody home, and now NoCO with possession, and they're going to chip it back down deep. Over to Logan. Up to Ing. Played up against the wall. Now picked up. Still inside the zone. Sent through the center. Covered. 6 minutes to go. Yeah, just get us out of here. All right, so Ninus, Avery, and D-Rock are your offensive lineup with Cooper and Lucas out here in support on D. That one's going to, oh boy. Lucas came back. He's got to get back. Okay, good job there on mishandle. Now picked up by D-Rock. Now an opportunity with Lucas. He's going to skate it. He's going to move it to NoCO and then back around. There, Lucas still has it. He's going to continue to send that one into the zone. It's picked up by NoCO again, but at least forcing them back down deep into the zone. So we're going to try to. That one's going to go through. That should be an icing. Time continues to tick away. 4.5 minutes-ish. Feels like a month. Left to play. There we go. Do have a change on offense. Ninus has it. He's going to send it back to Lucas. Lucas is going to put a shot on, almost in off the stick of Deppy. Gets moved along the side. Good job there holding it up. He's going to be sent across the middle and sent up against the wall. That one's going to be sent through. Picked up by Deppy. Deppy has it. Oh, had the chance to move it. Did not move it. Now that one's going to be sent around behind. Picked up by Lucas with time. Lucas has it. He's going to send it to Franklin. Franklin loses the puck. But then still moving out. Okay, we have it here. Through the neutral zone. Picked up by NoCO. Forced wide. Shot on. Picked up by Cooper. Cooper and Lucas hitting each other. Same team, boys. I don't really know what that was. There we go. Picked up by Evan. Evan's got the puck. He's going to continue to move it. Getting a change of defense. 3:21 to go. That one's going to get sent around. Soaring. Tied up here as we continue to complete the change. Now on the ice is Newcamp and Elliott at defense. Africano is on. Luke Franklin had it. Africano's got it on his stick. He's looking to send that one for his second. Picked up by NoCO. They're going to send it around behind. There we go. Picked up by Elliott. Elliott, nice hard shot into the glove of NoCO. He dropped it. They whistled it. It's all good, man. The clock's running either way. Yeah. Well, I don't think they've tried, to be honest with you. Any minute now, Gina, we should probably pull the goalie and see if we can start clawing this back. Good job there by Elliott. Kind of got his stick in there and got his man off the puck. That's going to come up around the wall. Picked up by Newcamp. He's going to send it back around behind. Now here comes Elliott. Elliott's going to stand tall behind. Hold on to the puck. Come away with it. Skating with it. Moves it to Burke. Burke's going to send it through. That one's going to get played off the skates of Africano. Ooh, 95 bumbles it, so he's not able. It's going to be a wide open shot for 5, but he does not take it. They're not even taking shots on goal. Now they're just passing the puck, trying to prevent. Oh, who's this? Is that Lucas? No, it's Logan. They kind of skate the same. As he comes out, he's going to put a shot on. Oop. Up and out of play. Minute left. Well, Lincoln, going to close out the game here, I think, with D-Rock, Ninus, Riddleberger. Played back to Hopman. Hopman's going to try to sneak one in. That one's going to go around behind. Sent up along the boards. Out of the zone. And that one's going to be on goal. Sales is going to kind of send that one up. Really just a kind of a enjoy to watch 57 blue skate. Just a tremendous hockey player. There you go, D-Rock. That one's going to go wide. 13 seconds left to play here. That one's going to get sent back to Lincoln off his stick. Now we're on the rush. And they're just going to continue to skate it in. And no. Thank you to NoCO for that gift at the end. Say we're standing there with the back door open. All right, thanks, guys.
All right, folks, that was Nick Mum on the mic. Oh, I'm a little too close. Thanks, Nick, for calling that game for us, even though it was sad. 15-1 loss for Boulder. We don't even want to talk about that. So we'll be back tomorrow. The game is at, I believe, 3:30. Let me check, just in case you're listening and you want to join us for the game tomorrow. 3:20 here at the Blue Sports Stable on the other rink. So we'll be on the east side tomorrow, bringing you the live action. And thanks for joining us.